Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I know with it being either late for the European crowd or 4th of July, a holiday for the Americas. Pleased to see the turnout and having you guys hang out. 402 bits. Thank you, Black Ray. Appreciate it, man. Got the seams good. So how many people are going to go Knights this game? That's the question. I love that. So I love seeing kind of, and it's not the first time we've ever seen a summoning strat, but I love it when people do some things that are unique like that somewhat from game to game. Again, our last tournament, which, by the way, the finals cast is on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, the final game from the Open number 2 that happened last Saturday, it was a crazy finish, and it involved a pretty unique and fun strategy of the player that ended up winning. He had double retaliate global item, and he had a frontline Sauter. I think he had a Medusa in the lineup as well. And then it also got to a point where both players got the +1 unit cap, and one of the players even got 2 of the +1 unit. I think it went to around like 47 or 48. It was a crazy, crazy late game. I just spoiled the whole game, so if you weren't planning to watch it, sorry, but it was fun. But these tournaments definitely seem to bring out some pretty entertaining games, to say the least. As far as the rankings go, definitely a plethora. Got 3 big boss players and bosses, and then drops down, but you never know. All right, items. Nothing too stand out yet. There's an Unstoppable on Rasta. Managed to get one early. Oh yeah, Black Ray's cheer shared rewards to 6 others in chat. What does that even mean? You gave, like, emotes to other people? Is that, like, a random thing? Oh, what the hell? Huh. Oh, the Pride Month event. Oh, cool. Ooh, Asmazan. He picks up a Bedfellows and goes along with the Coordinated Assault. That's really Bat Rider to assist with that. Remember, they made it actually work now, so that's good. Ooh, look at Grunt, though. Jesus. 2-star Enchantress and a Tusk with a CK. It's pretty good. Pretty nice opening you got there, sir. Shaw's a couple of CKs managed to get his hands on. Nice with the Forged in Battle. Looking for a Beastmaster, I'm sure, or a Juggernaut. Yeah, it opened is pretty good. No one going Bloodbound this game. Disappointed. he levels up to 5. He gets his brawny buff out. His luck might run out after 2 or 3 tourneys. Psh. Credit where credit's due. Winning 3 games in a row is pretty difficult. Frankly, it's more impressive when it is a game that is heavily random based, in my opinion at least. He does seem like he's high rolling quite a bit though, Jesus. He just got a 2-star juggernaut now. Okay, yeah, this game he's definitely getting very lucky.
This is gonna be fun.
The game is forcing him. There you go. That's a good way to put it. The game's just telling him not to go knights. Fair. Speaking of knights, Asmazon. So we got 3 of them. Losing this round though. Yeah, it is kind of crazy how Goblin Mech or Scrappy Inventor and Underlords isn't nearly as strong as it was in Dodo Auto Chess, it feels like. Speaking of Blink Dagger, though, I always thought Blink on Techies was always a decent item in my opinion, because the problem with Techies, right, is how he places his mine like behind him. But if you put a Blink on Techies, you know, it positions himself appropriately to put it in the midst of their crew. But now with the 50 mana buff on top of that, sounds like a good combo. Getting a Techies bomb down right away in their backlines, that sounds pretty good. You like it down here? That's true. Yeah, you were down. You were one of the last place players in the later rounds there. Climbed all the way back. Techies. See, people said that, but we just saw Techies game in the previous game, or was it the 3rd game? But it still seemed like it was pretty stupid placements. I might be wrong. Okay, now I'm higher up. He just got a 2-star CKS. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not even fair. You have 4 2-stars on the board at round 8. And it's not even because of Druid strat. No offense, Grant, but I'm rooting against you. It'll wear off eventually. Remember, you don't get the crazy win streak going now. It resets, so that'll slow it down a little bit, I suppose. Rasta with the triple elusive already. Anyone going full on assassins yet? He's trying to. He's only got 2 on the board though. round that just took 10 damage that round. Jeez. Ouch. Oh, he's trying to run some scrappy inventors. So we mentioned that. It ain't working. That really sucks when the idea of scrappy inventors is supposed to be a stronger early game, and you're finding yourself in last place at round 10. That is not a feels good moment. At least we got round 10 coming up. So new items. Let's see, what's it going to give Grunt? It's another CK. There's an Omni Knight and a Batten, by the way. You look at his inventory. He's working into Knights. It's going to give him the Knight item. It's going to give him Chivalry. Let's see. Oh, give him Smuggler. Still pretty solid. Asmazan gets a Blade Mail. Sick Ghost gets a Blink Dagger. Gonna see that yet again. Micro Nerd, what did you pick up? I'm not sure. One of these pretty bad items. Rasta, he also got Smuggler. Shaw got a Blade Mail. Naisu got a Blade Mail. And Caravando got the big time contract. Here we go. Putting it on Tinker. As he has a Warlock front line. Caravando with the ballsy plays. I love it. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Seen a couple people trying out the big time contract. I still yet to really. Well, last game it actually did decent, didn't it? I forget who was running that. Kill the anti-mage. I mean, Tinker is hitting pretty hard. More rockets, yeah. Leech Seed is healing him. He's going to get more rockets off. There you go. Kill the Wolf, kill the Witch Doctor. He's going to win this. Caravandal's going to win it. Sustains against Micro Nerd. The big contract, yeah, that's what it does. So for those that maybe don't know the patch from today, you put it on somebody and it makes them bloodbound. So the idea is, as he's doing here, you have sacrificial units in the front or whatever, and then when those die, they become the bloodbound buff or take advantage of it. I guess again you could do it vice versa. You could actually put it on somebody else to be a sacrifice for your 2-star or even 3-star warlock that's sitting in the back. I mean, I guess that's a way to look at it too, but. I believe it is. It's all damage, right? It said. Oh, it's attack damage. Sorry, it is attack damage. It says attack damage at least. You know, with the way this game works, you never really know. He's gonna win back-to-back rounds. Caravandal has found something. I think the big-time contract's actually working out pretty well for him. I'm not even sure it's not even a transparency thing I'm talking about, or a couple. It's just more of a, like, for example, how there's the Knights, by the way, how the troll item apparently just wasn't even working until this patch. Like, the fact that no one really, I mean, obviously there's people out there that figured it out eventually, but it's just so hard to tell. So that's where I guess the transparency or having something in the UI that makes it very obvious it's working would be helpful. Except for on demons, that mentions pure damage. Black Ray, they do actually as of last patch, I think. We were pointing that out earlier. So, like, if you go to a hero, like Beastmaster, for example, it says physical. If you go to, KotH, it'll say magical. Do pure damage, apparently. So, they did add that. Ooh, get some Medusa as well. Working some hunters to your knights. All right. Find yourself a Wind Ranger. How do you do against Caravandal, though, Mr. Contract? Tinker in the back. Oh, no, he sent him the Tinker. Oh, no. Oh, that's embarrassing. Terrorblade in a nutshell right there. Sunders his own unit, dropping them to very low life. He dies right after anyways, and then the Chaos Bolt just kills the Tinker. Now, this is awkward because it's going to be a victory still for Caravandal because a Tier 3 Enchantress apparently carries. All right, so finally damage done at Grunt. As we're now looking at round 15 with the Alpha Wolves. Take a glance to see how the alliances across the board. Good mix of warriors. No one's running assassins. First thing that's standing out to me earlier on is no assassins, obviously no mages yet. It's just a good mix of knights, warriors, some savage buffs in there, a couple of druids. Actually, yeah, a couple of druids. Some heartless. And you also glance at the economy, and a couple of the higher ranks are struggling a little bit. Macroneer down to 18 gold even, but I suppose the round's already started, so still it feels low. Yeah, net worth is really, I don't know what to make of it. Like, I don't know, does that mean that... So I'm assuming net worth is the added current gold plus the value of everything you have on the board and your inventory. Like, I assume it just adds up everything, and that's what the net worth is. But that's where it's, to me, it's a little skewed in that, like, if you just overload your bench just to possibly have stuff later on, then it would seem higher than it really is. I don't know. Or maybe I'm wrong on that. Because you're right, yeah. The fact that Shaw's in last place with the highest net worth, or second highest net worth, is kind of weird. But, like, I had a game earlier where a guy that had the lowest net worth was, like, in second place later on in the game, and it was just weird to see. I guess I'm just trying to determine, like, what it really tells you. What does it mean? You know, the fact that Shaw has second highest net worth and is in last place, does that mean Shaw's not really comboing his units correctly? Like, so you see what I'm saying? Does that mean that that's... Or is it just a useless stat? Or is it just kind of silly and it doesn't really mean much? Meant that he saved up and was going to make a comeback. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, he's lost 8 in a row, so. So Grunt's trying to get that fourth knight out there somehow. He's running 3 hunters now, mixed in with the knights. Looking for that DK or 2-star Luna, perhaps. just going to put out the Luna and get the 4 Knights with the 3 Hunters. Oh, the item we didn't go with the last item round, by the way. There's a mech on CK that Grunt currently has. He's going to win this round. Ross has a mech on tree. You got a relic on an axe for Sick Ghost currently. I'm not sure what we saw here. Maybe the Octarine Essence for Micronerd on Necrophos. Big time contract on a tier 2 Terrorblade. What? That's kind of cool. All right, Caravando, I like it. Also got the higher class of Criminal. Looks like maybe boots for Naisu. Asma's okay. Asma, let's talk about this for a second. He got the Forest Staff. My experience so far of Forest Staff has been pretty shit. Mainly because, from what I can tell, it randomly targets somebody and then it pushes them forward 6 units, which kind of in theory is like, okay, that's kind of cool, but when you do it against like a Pudge or a Kunkka or just like a frontliner on the other side that wants to just take damage anyways and get their ability off, it kind of, see like right here, like a Abaddon. He pushed a Abaddon, but what did that really do? It delayed him by like a second. I don't know, it maybe like opened up some, but my point, I feel like it should really be able to like target like the furthest unit away, kind of like a Pudge hook, and push them forward to you, right? And then that's where it, okay, then that actually sounds pretty cool. And sounds decent. But the fact it just randomly pushes somebody, it seems like it almost can be hurtful sometimes and helpful. That's my initial reaction to the item. There you go. Clip it. Take it how you will. So Caravana lost last round. We were watching. A lot of people lost last round. Wow. He does have a 3-star Tinker now, though. I like how he's just sitting with a casual Terrorblade. This is a funky comp. See what he's going for, certainly. It's just basically everything tank and let Terrorblade kill things. So he needs to get the Sunder off, though, for like it takes him such a long time, and now he's going to get it off, but he gets stunned. Yeah, he's just going to die now, yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Taking a good chunk of damage there from Rasta. Yeah, we do have round 20 coming up at least. I just tried to open up the shop there. It doesn't work. Okay, see several. Shaw and Asmazan also running 5 Knights. I'm going to build up for eventual 6-Knight synergy. No one's going Mage. Mages being completely avoided as well as Assassins this game. Like they're the plague. Again, it's just one of those, if you're in the further down the list, something to think about. Because as tempting as it is to still try to finish out something like these Knights, is you look at a couple of others that are doing it, and that starts to limit that hero pool. That's where all that strategy comes into play. All right, we're at round 20. Let's stand back up. Let's get hype here for our final game of the night. Wow. That's an early Vicious Intent from Grunt. Holy crap. A round 20 Vicious Intent. Now, he doesn't have summons, but still, that's more damage that he's going to be doing. Rasta gets a Vanguard, Sick Ghost, picked up a Sacred Relic. Micronerd got a Hood of Defiance. Shah gets a Sacred Relic. Asmazan gets a Eye of Scotty. He's going to sit with the Forest Staff for now. Naisu gets a Basher, and Caravandal gets a Mech, I think, yeah. Alright, we'll watch Caravandal again. You want Assassins, but you're not getting them? Oh, fair enough. Where the hell are the Assassins then? Can Terrible get that good Sunder off? Here he goes. Transform. Do damage. Go, 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 go. I mean, he's hitting hard. He's hitting hard. Oh, my God. The damage. He's killing Sick Ghost. Tinker with the distraction somehow. How the hell is Tinker even over there? Did he get hooked in or something? Oh, man. Well, there you go. See if Terrorblade is able to actually get that Sunder off and dish out some right clicks with that Bloodbound buff. That's more like it. Looks like Grunt, he actually dealt damage to Sick Ghost right there and then went the Vicious Intent. I didn't see how much it was exactly, but I'm sure it was plenty. And look at the records. This is actually a pretty even game. First place is 11-4. Last place 5-10. That's really not too bad. And again, Asmazon's still trying to insist on going for the full Knights. He has no economy now, though, and at 22 life. The end does seem near, unfortunately. Matches up against Micro Nerd. Got some warriors to go up against. Nothing to take care of that Shadow Fiend in the back, but the Abaddon Aphotic Shield Explosion will do some good damage. Get some kills. Requiem goes off. The shift counter. Looks like Asmazon is going to roll through with a fairly easier victory. Lacks a lot of damage, but frankly, so did Micro Nerd there, it felt like. Much more tankier lineup himself.
Yo.
21 damage to Rasta. Wow. Yeah, Grunt just dealt 21 damage to him because of that Vicious Intent. Jesus. Round 20 Vicious Intent as a first place player. That's an interesting idea. I mean, this game could end sooner than later because of that especially. He does manage to get the DK, so we do see the 6 Knights now coming out for Grunt. He ain't going to fix something that's not broken. He's won 3 games in a row. Looking to make it 4. Take the final bounty of $15 for this game. He's already made 30. Not too shabby for a night's worth of playing some Underlords. And he's going to roll over Caravanal in this round. Oh, but Caravanal beat him on his side. Interesting. Managed to get the randomness in his favor. Looks like Terrorblade survived. Did Terrorblade even... I don't think that was that round. Maybe it was. Maybe it was, actually. Maybe it didn't look like he evolved initially, but I guess he did. So before there was a bug where if you go to different people with the damage chart, it wouldn't actually show you from that round, but I think they'd fix that. Because, yeah, it actually, okay, that's good. That's good to see. So you can, so even though I don't watch a fight, I can still go to them and see what the damage was for each of their comps. That's good to know. Okay. TK silenced. Fire off. But seems like the usual problem, just not able to get the damage in there. And I don't know. To me, it seems like a theme that we've been seeing lacking against the Knights is one, no mages. Still no mages being built. Yeah, look at shot also with the 6 Knights. Top 2. He's got dragons, though. That's the difference. He's got the Viper with the DK. Everyone's a 2-star. Oh, no, Luna's a 1-star, but... Yeah, Shaw's climbing back. Round 25. This is going to start being the elimination of people after this round. Yeah, I suppose like what's good against knights, right? It's a mix of mages potentially is pretty good, and then we saw last game the summoning. The summoning strat was really interesting. That feels pretty good, especially with Tooth and Claw. I think Tooth and Claw sounds like a really good item against it, being that it's just that damage over time that certainly adds up. That's why Enigma, I figure, is really good against them. So. We got some items. Refresher Orb for Grunt. Puts it on his Necrophil. Shaw picks up a Scythe for Viper. Rasta gets a Daedalus. Puts it on his Nature's Prophet. Yeah, he doesn't really have a great Daedalus lineup. Caravandal gets a Radiance for his 3-star Treant. Okay. Naisu gets a Moon Shard for the Gyrocopter, putting out there. Asmazon gets another Eye of Scotty. Micro Nerd with, I think, an Eye of Scotty. And Sick Ghost gets a Radiance on his 3-star Axe. Let's see how Sick Ghost does. He's at 11 life. He's going to face Shah. Going to face the Knights. He does have a Midnight Pulse. There's a Midnight Pulse going down. Good damage over time. Spin from Juggernaut. Ship coming out. This is looking decent, actually. Where's the Static Storm? Finally comes out. That was a late Static Storm. Disruptor was stunned in the back lines. And he is going to lose it. Does he get knocked out? That is exact lethal, I think. No, it's 1 life. Oh, okay, yeah, it was only 12 damage. Or 10 damage or whatever it was needed. No. Rasta just took 24 damage to Grunt. That's the second time I've seen a 20-plus damage to Rasta from Grunt. That's brutal. All right, so obviously this time around, top 3 doesn't even really matter. It's just the first place that matters, because this is the last game of the night. So looking to go all the way. Right, we'll watch Micro Nerd this time. He's at 4 life. Got his Requiem off at least before he died. He has a decent chance here, but that level 3 Lone Druid, that's hard to break through. Naisu gets knocked out, by the way. He's the first one to get knocked out. And Micro Nerd eventually will get knocked out. Asmazon, this is going to be 3 players getting knocked out in 1 round. Jeez. Managed to get 6th place, but 3 players getting knocked down. So suddenly we're down to 5. Can anyone take out the champion that's Grunt? My money's on Grunt. He is level 9. He has spent a good amount of his economy. No one really has a great economy working, though. Shaw's at 34 gold currently. You do see Shaw sitting with an Enigma on his bench. Yeah, that double Necrophos ability is pretty crazy. He's going to knock out Caravandal here, or beat him on his side at least. Looks like he's facing him on his side, too. Yeah, Caravandal's going to be knocked out. What was I going to say? Wait, what was the healing? Look at that healing in Necro. 2,200 healing. So Caravandal and Rasta get knocked out. Suddenly we're down to 3. Back 2 rounds, 5 players get knocked out. Sick Ghost is at 1 life. He's stayed alive back-to-back rounds at 1 life. And it's him, Shot, and Grunt now. The final 3. Ideally, we're at least going to go to round 30, unless Shaw takes 36 damage in one round to Grunt, which, you know, with Vicious Intent, I suppose is possible. Probably not, though. Let's watch Sick Ghost. Who's he going up against? He's going to go up against Shaw. 6 Knights of Shaw with the Dragon in there. That's the difference. He's running Dragons. You got Grunt running the Warlock synergy instead. There you go. Static Storm as well as the Midnight Pulse. It's going to be a victory for Sick Ghost. He's going to hold on again. Yeah, he's going to take it. So Sick Ghost stays alive. And whoa, he beat Grunt. He did 13 damage to him. So Sick Ghost, the last hope, apparently. I'm telling you, Enigma's big. He can't keep getting away with it. That's great. All right, round 30. Here we go. What does Sick Ghost need? Refresher Enigma, I mean, and then getting him to 2-star. That seemed to be the key the last game. I guess Refresher would be pretty big. He does have a Tidehunter as well, Medusa. He does have a lot of big ultimates, potentially. All right, here we go. What's the item? Yeah, Refresher Enigma, that would probably be the best. Grunt just got a Radiance. Shaw just got a Radiance. Did he just really get a Sacred Relic? Yikes. Round 30 Sacred Relic even? Ugh. I mean, it's damage, but certainly not the game-changing item that you needed. Yeah, Grunt already has a Refresher on his Enigma, yeah, from earlier. And now he has a Radiance on his Omni. Shaw puts a Radiance on his Omni. So Sick Ghost, keep an eye on him. Versus Shaw now. Well, this was the opponent of the previous round. As long as he gets that Black Hole or the Midnight Pulse down. Don't get silenced. There it is. There's the Midnight Pulse. Static Storm. Place to the south. There's a Ravage. And the Kunkka ship. So he just needs to wombo combo, and he gets a victory. Is he going to deal damage to Grunt again? No. He is going to lose to Grunt on Grunt's board. But everyone taking no damage that round. But we'll probably see a swap up now, so it'll probably be Sick Ghost versus Grunt on his board. He gets an Enigma there. Or a Disruptor, excuse me. Unfortunately, no upgrade. Check the damage done. Oh, that's healing. I'm like, wait, what? No, I didn't check in time. My bad. All right, there's the Ravage first. Midnight Pulse is not down. Yeah, that's the other one's Midnight Pulse. Now he puts on his own. It's not going to be enough. Grunt's going to win this. Double Midnight Pulse pretty strong. So Sick Ghost is going to be eliminated in third place. Shaw does take 12 damage to Sick Ghost right before. But we have a 1 versus 1 now. Shaw versus Grunt. Knights versus Knights. Blue is item damage. Or I guess dark blue or purple even. Yeah, purple is item damage. The light blue is the ability damage. And the green is the auto attack damage. Yeah. So that's the breakdown. All right, Grunt versus Shaw. We'll watch Shaw's board. I mean, he's going up against double Midnight Pulse potentially. I don't think. And his Enigma just died. Oh, he had it frontline as a 1-star. No. Oh, no. Yeah, you can't do that. There's one Midnight Pulse. Here comes the second eventually. Might not even be needed. And wins it. And yeah, again, it wasn't an overwhelming victory. Does have Vicious Intent, though, so it will be 11 damage. But yeah, I don't know if you can't frontline Enigma. Like, he's just going to die before he even gets a chance to cast. He's going to move things around to a corner strat instead. Oh, look at Grunt, though. He's adjusting by just pushing up forward, seeing what's going on. All right, let's go. Is this it? Can Shaw withstand? Make it to round 35, another item round. There's the Enigma. Can he get it off? Yes, he gets the Midnight Pulse off. A pretty good placement. No! Wait, did he not cast it? Oh, it didn't cast? It might not matter. It actually isn't going to matter. Wow. I thought I saw the animation, but it didn't actually go off. He got silenced. But it didn't matter on his board, and on the other board, he is going to deal damage. Okay. So suddenly, looks like the corner strat actually works out pretty well for Shaw, and we're going to round 35. So now it's Shaw's turn to potentially get a Refresh Orb himself, or a 3-star CK, which he is really close to, but he can't get there. Grunt's on 21 gold, by the way. He's actually building up an economy again. Uh-oh. Is Grunt going to lose? No, he's going to win this. That was actually, it was starting to drop a little bit. All right, so what are the items? Round 35. You could start getting tier 5 now, I believe. It's a Refresh Orb for Grunt and a Refresh Orb for Shaw. So they do both get a Refresh Orb. He puts it on the CK for now. That's very interesting. I mean, a 1-star Enigma kind of sucks, I understand, with the Refresh Aura, but it's been working for Grunt. Okay, he's swapping it around. Yeah, there you go. So Grunt gets another Refresh Aura, so he has it both on Necropulse and his Enigma. Here we go, Shaw. Watch him. Oh, there's the Chaos Knight 3 for Grunt, by the way. As the round starts. And his Enigma just Midnight Pulsed a Solo Viper. And only got one off. Yep, that's probably the game. Let's see. Oh, he killed one. That might be the 2, 4, 5. Plus 2, so 8 plus 3 is 11. He's alive. Wow. 2 life. Getting that kill on Necrophos kept him alive. He actually lives. Yeah, that Enigma was pretty awful. He's like, take this. He sells the Enigma. So he swaps it in for a Tidehunter. He's done with it. That's the refresher on Viper for now. Okay. Trying to figure out what he wants to do. No, he kept the refresher on Viper. There's one Ravage. He dies right after. Midnight Pulse is down from Grunt. That's going to do it. Shaw's going to be knocked out in second place, and Grunt will be your 4-game-in-a-row champion. Congratulations to Grunt. He played all 5. He wins 4 of them, and he is your victor. Wait, no, did he play the first game? No, I'm blanking if he played the first game or not. Either way, he wins 4 games in a row. And so he gets the extra 15 for this one as well. You got second place the first game. That's right. So, yeah, he did play the first game. Big congratulations to Grunt. And that was impressive. I mean, in a game like this especially, getting 4 wins in a row and second even the first game, like that's – wow. That's impressive. So that was a lot of fun to watch. There you go. Congratulations. He gets $45. Ninja taking home $10 himself. Winning the first game. See you in chat there. Congrats to you as well. So –